Hello and welcome back to another week of Gunners Talk. And we have a lot to talk about, especially from last week, man. All of you would have seen me go on a Mazzoline last week. Of course, I am joined by one of my co-hosts, man like Brandon. We saying, bro?
How we doing?
We're all good, man. We're all good. Yeah, man. I was just saying, bro, like last week was a mad one. I don't know if you caught last week's show or bro, I went on a Mazzoline because we were still fresh off the ESL thing, innit? So it was before, obviously, it came out with we're pulling out. But yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about. Obviously, I didn't even. Did you watch the Everton Arsenal game?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't watch it because obviously I was at the protest, innit? And then the time I got back, I was just.
You didn't miss much, mate. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I saw the goal. You're really making us. You're actually making us regret that. You're probably making Arteta think, "Fuck, I fucked up." But yeah, man. Obviously, we will get to the Everton game, and we'll obviously be talking about the first leg of the semi-final. What you think is going to happen? I will open the lines in a bit as well. So if anyone wants to jump on, ask me and Brandon a question or whatever you want to have to say, whatever, jump on in it. But first things first, let's get to what happened on Friday before the match. Big up. Now, if you're in this right now, and you was there Friday, yeah, big up yourself. I was there Friday, but big up yourself, yeah, because I'm not saying we might have not made it a major impact, but I just feel like if we do this on a weekly basis, like, and I'm talking numbers on a weekly basis, like, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if they're playing home or away. It don't matter, bro. Yeah, just go to the Emirates and make a statement on a weekly basis, yeah, because, of course, it obviously came out that we're not going into this ESL just as yet because Perez still seems to think that there is a future, and there are people that I've actually spoke to who feel like this will happen sooner or later, which I can't really disagree with it. But obviously, last week I was basically I was by myself. So, Brandon, let me get your thoughts on the ESL. How was your whole take on the ESL when it all came out, and then after Arsenal pulled out of it, obviously 48 hours later? How was your whole take on that and the protests and that?
So ESL, mate, embarrassment, complete and utter embarrassment. How these football owners thought they could get away with creating a competition that's effectively a closed competition where the big teams can compete against the best, earn a shed load of money, and the likes of Leicester, West Ham, teams that are actually doing really well this season, wouldn't actually qualify for that. It's a complete joke, mate. You know, how the fuck did these owners think they could get away with it with no backlash? It just shows that they're arrogant, they're incompetent, they don't care about the fans, they don't care about the football clubs that they own. They're just here to make money, and that is it. And look, I completely disagree with it from day one. You see the backlash. You know, it's not just fans of, you know, a few football clubs. It's fans of every single football club. They was effectively going to be ruining football. The competition side of football, it would have been ruined if that had gone ahead. And, you know, the audacity as well for them to come out and announce that in the middle of a pandemic when you've got people around the world that are struggling right now, people that are losing their jobs, people that are, you know, struggling for money, and these cunts are trying to maximise their profits. And look, yeah, you know, I don't have to say too much more on it. You know, you see the backlash from the fans, you see the backlash from pretty much everyone around the world. Even Boris got involved, man. You know, Boris.
Wasn't there talks that it was Boris that saved it in the end? Wasn't it talks that it was actually Boris's? He came out because he actually obviously got governments involved. So wasn't it him that technically saved it or something like that. I'm not saying he did. I'm not the one saying that, innit? I'm not actually the one. I'm just what I've been seeing on Twitter, innit? So
yeah, no, that's about right, mate. Because the government can effectively do whatever they want. You know, they can put. He was saying, look, this ain't going to go ahead. I can put legislation in where, you know, effectively the big six teams in England are not going to be able to compete in this European Super League, whether they like it or not. So
big up Brandon.
And look, mate, it's a joke. All these owners need to go. The Glazers, the Cronkies, FSG. The only owners that you could probably say, okay, you know, it's not great what they did, but you're going to give them a bit more of a chance, and that is Roman Abramovich and, of course, Sheikh Mansour. And the only reason that they get a little bit of leeway in this is because they've been very good at their football clubs. Sheikh Mansour, since he's come in at Manchester City, he's built a community in Manchester. He's pumped an awful lot of money into that football club as well. Same for Roman Abramovich. Roman Abramovich has made Chelsea the most successful team in terms of winning trophies over the past 20 years. You know, so what's Stan Kroenke done for Arsenal? Nothing. What's FSG done for Liverpool?
What's the word that's going around? He's eroded our club. He's literally eroded our club. Like, let me ask, who do you think, like, obviously it's come out after that, obviously before that, his name was never even in the pot. But it's now come out that the Spotify CEO, I even forgot his name, EK or whatever his name is, wants to buy Arsenal. First off, do you generally see, and this is to the comments as well, isn't it? Do you see, if we go do these protests on a weekly basis, do you see him selling pop? Because there was reports that come out today that there's still a team, and it's still not been confirmed, but there's still a team out there that since the thing actually dropped, they're actually really looking to sell their team. And I've always said it, the only one that makes sense is Arsenal. The one that makes sense the most is Arsenal anyway. Because I know Josh Kroenke came out and he said, I apologise and we're not looking to sell. All right, fair enough. But if it's not Arsenal, then the only one is Spurs. And if we don't see a Spurs takeover, then me personally, I still think it's Arsenal. I'm praying it's Arsenal. Who do you feel like is the best option for us right now if Stan Kroenke, and that's obviously a major if, Stan Kroenke was like, do you know what, bun this, you can buy us, just give me 2.5 bill. Because I know there was a report saying, I know there was a little report as well saying he's looking, he'll listen to offers at 2.15 bill. But me personally, if I'm serious about this team, I'm straight away, fuck that. I don't want to be in no bidding war. Not that I would be, but here's 2.5, just move, innit? I don't want to hear no, all right, if you can do that, give me an extra 500 mil. Nah, bruv, here's 2.5, fam. No fucking talk, leave, fam. So how do you feel, like, what do you think, like, who do you think the best outcome is? Even if it's not the three that we've mentioned, so, sorry, even if it's not the three that's already been linked, by the way, Usmanov, Dangote, and my man now. So can you see Arsenal getting taken over? And if we do, who can you see taking us over?
No, I agree with you. I agree that it makes the most sense that it's the Arsenal owners that look and sell. And the reason why I say that is because their goal in all of this was the European Super League. They wanted to be able to compete. They wanted to be able to compete against the best and earn a shed load of money. I'm talking billions and billions of pounds. And effectively, it wouldn't matter where we finish in our domestic league. So the fact that we're potentially going to be finishing 10th this season, that wouldn't matter, you know. So it's given Stan Kroenke a free pass to still earn a load of money, still be able to compete against the best, but not have to worry about what's going on the pitch. So he doesn't have to get money out of his pocket. He doesn't have to go down the route of rebuilding this squad. Now that the Super League has been pretty much disbanded, you know, I agree.
He said it's not going ahead now, but it's.
I do still believe that it will go ahead.
Said, isn't it?
Yeah, I do still believe it will go ahead at some point, but it won't go ahead in the format that they wanted it to. You know, I think it will be very similar.
They will, regardless whether they like it or not, there will be a relegation. If they want this thing to go ahead, they have to put relegation form into it. They can't just go on, well, these 15 teams because they've got the most money. Even if they do put the relegation in it, they can't even when the startup happens. Bro, if Arsenal, if it starts in 3 years' time and Arsenal finish 7th, do we really deserve to be one of the 6 teams to be representing England in that? No, we don't. Let the top 6 go and do their thing.
Of course.
On the merit basis. Just like how they do it with Champions League. And I don't like the fact that they're changing this Champions League format as well. It's stupid, bruv. Like, I know people are saying, it's, oh no, it's good for that. Nah, it's if it's not broke, leave it. All we need is the corruption to come out of it. That is what makes Champions League so bad, is the corruption in Champions League itself, in UEFA. Just take the corruption out of it. There's nothing wrong with the Champions League.
No. Exactly. But, like I was saying, mate, I agree with you. I think that because this Super League is not going ahead now, and he'd hoped that it was going ahead, I believe that he's looking at it and he's thinking, right, I'm losing money at Arsenal now. I'm not making money anymore. I'm losing money because we're falling further and further down the pecking order. The Super League's not going ahead, which was, you know, my golden fucking, you know, whatever, golden nugget, right? In what was going to drag me out of the shit. And he's looking on it and he's probably thinking, okay, you know, it's probably time that I either invest in the squad, which I don't really want to do because I'm running Arsenal as a business, or I sell the business on and make a profit off of what I brought the business for. And he'd make a large profit on Arsenal. You know, I think he only actually paid, if he's quoting around about £2 billion, I think he only actually paid about a third of that to buy Arsenal.
I think I saw something that was on Twitter today. He bought the club for £500 million, I think 550 million. And since he's been at the club, he's only actually spent a round total of £1 billion.
Yeah.
So if he sells it even for 2.15 billion, he's making a double profit off it.
He's making
and like the thing is, the reason why I say and I don't think a lot of people, and I haven't said it before. I know I said it before, but this was way back. Yeah. People don't realize Kroenke, his KSC business, lost a total of 1.46 billion due to the pandemic.
Yeah. And now he's going to lose even more money because he's
starting to see that Arsenal are now starting to. Arsenal aren't his golden egg anymore. Arsenal aren't his top 4. Yeah, we get money off them no matter what. We'll make a profit off them. Now we're starting to see shit. We're not hit. Arsenal aren't his golden egg anymore. Yeah,
and not only that, Cam, don't forget.
Starting to lose money. It's like people that someone made a very good point the other day. I don't think I was actually on stream, or maybe I was. I forgot. But someone made a very good point, and I didn't look at it like that. But now when I look at it, it's like true say, people are saying don't buy merchandise, but we're forgetting Adidas make the merchandise. Adidas have already paid them their 10-year deal. Adidas don't have to worry. They don't have to worry. The Kroenkes don't have to worry about merchandise like Arsenal kits and that because they've already been paid it by Adidas.
Yeah. But what I would
Adidas
say to that,
that will have to worry, because if you don't buy that merchandise, Arsenal aren't losing money. It's Adidas that's going to be losing money. That's when Adidas will be like, yo, that the only way that will happen is when Adidas will then put pressure on, like, yo, we gave you this deal. What the fuck is going on? Why are we starting to lose money, bro? That's the only way that Adidas will be on our side, because we're not selling as much. But don't get it twisted. They've already got the money from Adidas, bro.
100%. But this, again, like you just said there, this is why we have to stop buying merchandise. Because if we stop buying merchandise, right, then, like you say, Adidas will go, what the fuck's going on here? We're not earning the money that we should be. We gave you this deal, and then they'll pull the deal from Arsenal, and they'll move on.
Look, when the kits come out, yeah, and I'm going to get to this comment now, innit? When the kits come out, yeah, it's Adidas that's made the kit, not Arsenal. It's Adidas that's made the kit, so they've spent the money to make the kit. I believe that's correct. Maybe I'm mistaken, but whatever. They're spending the money for the design of the kit, basically. They're the ones that, it might not actually be them that's actually making the kit. I don't know, but I could be wrong about that. But I know they're the ones that are spending the money on the kits to be made regardless. Not Arsenal. It's mainly Adidas. Yeah, Arsenal have to spend a bit of money because it's their badge and it's the whole system, of course. But Adidas are the ones that's paying more because it's their design, it's their main logo sponsorship. Do you know what I'm saying? They're trying to put the best kits out. Look, I reckon they spent more money on us than they spent on Man United's kits. Because look how wavy our kits have been compared to United's kits. So, sorry, just to address this comment, because I've had it up for a minute, because obviously you know me, man. Everyone knows me. I'll ramble on. Man said, well, one Cam, do you think Spotify guy will care about the club or about the money? To be honest with you, my personal opinion on it is I don't see. Look, he's worth what, $4.7 billion, and I think that only runs up to about £3.8 billion. If the club is worth 2.15, now think about it this way: he's gonna have to use his own money. That means he's got less than half of his money left. Yeah, he's got less than £2 billion left. Yeah. Henry, Vieira and Bergkamp, as much as I'd love to see it, don't get it twisted because of the legendary history that's at the club with them. Them three putting their money together is not enough. Because if the bid is successful and he takes over Arsenal, short term it might be okay. But you really see Spotify funding us. He'll put Spotify on our shirts, but I know Spotify are a 50, 60 billion pound company, but you see them funding us? Because I fucking don't. Because my man's running it with his mate, and he just wants to run Arsenal by himself. But obviously it was that talks about Flamini might be coming out, or I don't know. I reckon, yeah, if Flamini comes, it might be all right, because I know his company's worth for like 15 bill. Doesn't mean he's worth actually that much, but I know his company's worth. So if he can talk his way with the company, like, yo, we can get a major sponsors with Arsenal. Oh, where's my man gone? So, this thing might just disconnected. Yeah, if we can get this in the door, it'll probably be good for both of us, because then we can have, because now they're doing all this. It's not just the shirt anymore. It's not just the front of the shirt. It's the sleeves. You can put your own logos on, innit? So you can put, look, I know they have Visit Rwanda, yeah, but you could put maybe on the other sleeve his oil company, whatever. What was it? I forgot what it's called. GSE or something. I forgot what it's called. On the other sleeve, or at the back of the shirt. Fuck it, who cares? yeah. And then have maybe Spotify. Hey, fair enough. But that's the only way I see anything, or like investment wise, coming out of anything good. If Flamini was to get involved and was to get his company to agree to it. Not just him, but the company itself, the whole company itself. Sorry, go on, Brandon.
It's an interesting one, mate. I mean, don't forget as well, right? Yes. So we're talking about Kroenke losing money. Kroenke's going to lose even more money because now he has to pay a fee for pulling out of the Super League. You know, don't forget that as well. Every single Big Six team has signed to a contract, and they now have to pay a massive, massive fee in order to pull out of this Super League completely. And I'm thinking, is KSE going to pay that, or is that going to come out of Arsenal's pocket?
Didn't Josh say, "I will personally take care of the expenses"?
Yeah, but I don't trust what that twat says. I really don't. In terms of the Spotify guy, I'm unsure. And the reason why I'm unsure is because I don't know whether he's just blowing smoke up his own arse. You know, I don't know whether he's just doing and saying what he's saying to shed a bit of limelight on Spotify, you know, make a few more people subscribe to Spotify, build his company up a little bit. Who knows, you know? Maybe he is an Arsenal fan. You know, I'm hearing reports that he's a massive Arsenal fan.
I saw a tweet today, from 2015, bro. It actually, I saw someone retweeted it today. Yeah, it wasn't even that long ago, and there was a tweet from him from 2015. I actually went onto the tweet and it's there, bro. Like, it's not been deleted or nothing. And it literally says date of time. It said it said yesterday, 2015. Yeah, 11 years ago today, when the great at Arsenal won. Oh no, it was May. It was when we went invincible, when we actually did the full season, I think. But there was a tweet from 2015. So he might be an actual Arsenal fan. Because Spotify didn't really fucking kick off until really 2016, 17 time. That's when it really blew.
Well, there's reports that when he's in a board meeting at Spotify, that, you know, he sat there watching the Arsenal game instead of concentrating on what he's doing if Arsenal are playing. So it seems to me like he's a big Arsenal fan. The thing that's selling me this owner is we're talking about, you know, he's talking about bringing in the likes of Henry, Bergkamp, Vieira, three of the biggest legends at this football club. Every single Arsenal fan would welcome them back to Arsenal in whatever role they are in. And he's also talking about as well giving the shares back to the fans who had their shares taken off of them when Stan Kroenke took 100% of Arsenal. So if that was to all happen, if he was to come in, make a bid, bring in the three legends as well, and give the fans back their shares and give them a bit of room in terms of like making decisions at the football club, mate, who wouldn't want that? Who would not want that?
I feel like, Ravi, with this comment here, Cam, what's the deal with Spotify guy calling up Henry and the other man? I feel like it's to really push, like, to show he's actually deadly serious, maybe, about it. Like, yo, I'm going to get this, and I will have Henry, Bergkamp, and Vieira, three of the biggest names, you could probably say that, to come out of Arsenal in recent history. Let's be real about it.
Yeah.
On board with me. The only thing I want to see is them confirming it. If they say like Vieira to come out and say I'll confirm it, Bergkamp was to come out and say I'll confirm it, and Henry to come out in an interview to say I'll confirm it, then I'll be like, yo, this could be a serious thing, you know, like, yo, get excited. But I just feel like right now he's doing it. Maybe he is being real about it, but he wants to let the Kroenkes know, bruv, I want you gone, to the point where I'm bringing three of the biggest legends back to get you out of this club. That's how serious I am, innit?
Yeah. But right now,
hopefully, if it works, innit? I won't complain, but then I'll be like, shit. Now we've got you can consider him a billionaire owner. Yeah, you can. But out of all the billionaire owners, he's the one that's at the bottom.
In terms of money, yeah.
In terms of money, yeah. I mean, his company, don't get twisted. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His company, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing we can pray for, literally, which I don't see happening, is if all these big ass artists, like I'm talking household names, like your Eminems, your Rihannas, your Beyoncés, your Jay-Z's, your big names, the ones that are getting millions and millions and millions and millions, you know, every month, to get involved and say, yeah, I want something to do, and they're on their thing promoting Arsenal. That's the only way, really, his money will then start going up, because what's he gonna do at Arsenal with 1.7 billion to his name? Bearing in fact, we're still in debt, by the way. We're still in this little debt that he has to pay off. So what's he gonna? Oh, that's what I'm saying. Short term, it might be all right. Long term, unless he starts making money or Spotify agree for him to be using money to buy players, yeah, and he's deadly serious buying players and shit. Unless that happens, I don't see the point of him taking over.
There would definitely have to be a long-term plan for him to be able to take over Arsenal. In terms of money, you're right, he's at the bottom. But we as Arsenal fans, we've got a question. What do we want? What do we want more? Do we want an owner who's going to come in, care about the fans, care about the football club itself? Or do we just want a billionaire owner who comes in, tries to make profit at the football club, but then also pumps in a little bit of money at the same time? Like, for example, Dangote. In terms of money, he is the one that you want. But I personally feel that the guy is just, again, blowing smoke up his own arse. He's been saying for years he wants to buy Arsenal in 2021. Well, we're out here protesting. We're out here saying, get this fucking toupee wearing motherfucker out of our club. Yeah? And where is he? Where is he? You know, you're talking about buying Arsenal.
You know what, the Dangote's thing, I think he said around summertime he's gonna make a thing in it. So I think he's just literally waiting on his, obviously just his thing to be running smoothly now, innit? Because now they're all up and running now, innit? I think he's just literally waiting for it all to run smoothly, and then he said he was gonna make a bid. So if that happens, it happens, innit? I'd rather, me personally, I hope, and I already said it here, look, if I'm wrong, I'll be the first person to come out here and put my hands up and say, I am fucking sorry. I just generally personally think, yeah, if he was to get involved, he would do a lot better than Stan Kroenke. A lot. And the reason why I say that, now, would he put us where the Chelsea and Man City is? Maybe not. But I believe maybe he will invest more than what Kroenke has ever invested in his life just in one season, bro. I do believe that. But like I said, if I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to say, yo, Arsenal fans, this one's on me. You know what I'm saying? I am so sorry. Yeah, but then someone asked me, do you know what? One of my guys asked me today as well on my little group, my little Mandem group chat, innit? He said, why is it always talks about Usmanov or Dangote, and now this Spotify? Why have I never heard of one of these Saudi princes, or, you know, the ones with real money who don't care about all day, that literally how City are? Fam, their only real business is Man City. So they want to do the best for the Man City, because now they're fine for money, fam. They're princes, bruv. They're a royalty, blood. They're fine for money. That's what Arsenal need. Why have I never ever seen Arsenal being spoke about like that?
I don't know. It's a good question, mate. It really is. But I think as Arsenal fans, we've got to look on this and we've got to say, right, what do we want more? Do we want somebody with a load of money who could potentially come in and be another Stan Kroenke? Or do we want somebody in boardroom level, or a few people in boardroom level, who actually care about the football club, what the football club's doing, where it's going, what the fans feel and think as well.
Do you know? Just to add to that point, I think obviously if you're talking about the Spotify guy, innit? Henri, just to add to your point for that, the only good thing to come out of that would be the fact that we would have Henri, Vieira, and Bergkamp there, and we all know that they would definitely, no matter what, want the best for this club. So that would be the positive to come out of it, I guess. Because I'm seeing it too negative, but just realizing the positive would be having Bergkamp, Vieira up there, Henri somewhere a little bit lower, above more. So Henri's a bit more involved in the squad itself, because I reckon Henri's aura in the squad will just bring out the best in the squad. Whereas you have Vieira and Bergkamp up there as the technical directors and stuff. I reckon, bruv, that would be a good sign, innit? But then, like I said, the only problem would be is like long term. Money-wise, long term. But, sorry, go on.
But again, I'm going to ask this question now. Is it all about money? Because you look at somebody like Leicester, for example. Leicester, they don't spend loads of money. They just invest their money wisely. They picked up Riyad Mahrez for £600,000, sold him on for 50 million. Is that a route that we need to go down? You know, because too many people are fixated on this. Arsenal need to spend lots of money to get back to where they need to be. I don't think that's the case, because it's all right spending lots of money, but you've got to spend it wisely.
Do you know what it is? So I'm not saying spending lots of money in a sense where we're spending 300 million, 200 million every year, and half of the players are just useless. I'm talking about the fact that we can go out there as a club now and say, yo, if we were really serious about spending money, we'll bid this and that, 100 million, 130 million for this and that. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not saying necessarily go out every transfer window trying to get the best possible, highest valued player. But as a club itself, because we've never come out and said, oh yeah, let's go for Haaland or Mbappe. Why are we never in them talks, bro? We're never in them talks. Do you know what I'm saying? We're talking about these B-list players, bro. We're talking about how Arsenal want to get back to the top, but with B-list players, bro, we need to be talking about, oh, we need to bring in Mbappe, or we need to bring in Haaland, or we need to bring in this, or we need to bring in that. But we're never in the talks because Stan Kroenke has made us a mediocre bullshit club.
Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily about the money, though. I think it's more about the way he runs the football club. Because if you look at it and you deep it, right, over the last 2 transfer windows, we spent 170 million.
I left it there. I lost it there.
Yeah, we spent 170 million pounds. That's not small change. And bear in mind that this isn't any of Stan Kroenke's money. This is just money that's been generated by Arsenal. So, in terms of the Spotify bloke, yeah, it's not so much that he'd even need to come in and invest his own money. You'd like him to invest a bit of his own money and boost up, you know, transfer funds where he can, when he can. But we do generate enough money, but we just don't spend it wisely. We really, really don't. I think you look at.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he was to, that's what I'm saying. With Henri and Vieira and that, yeah. Obviously, I reckon them 3 would look at the club like, yo, even though Edu's might be a friend of theirs and whatever, they're like, yo, you're dead, bro. Nah, bro, gone, fam. Safe. I tell you, yo, blood. Nah, bro, you're not it, fam. Safe. That I believe, yes, they would bring that in, but like I said, short term, I believe it would be a good thing. Like, don't get me wrong, maybe up to about 5-6 years, it will be a good thing. But it's in after that, when there's more money coming in football, when players are costing that much more, that extra 30 million pound more, like now above these. I remember when we used to spend £5 million, and that was a bang decent player, £5 million 15 years ago. That was a bang decent player, bruv.
Yeah.
Bruv, the big players cost you 20-30 mil, bro. That's the big players. Do you know what I mean? They're costing you 30 mil, 40 mil max, bro. But now, look, 30, 40 mil is only getting you a decent player. Whereas if you want a big player, you're having to spend 120, 30, 40 mil, maybe 200 mil, bro. You know what I'm saying? So in 5, 6 years' time, that's what I'm saying. Money-wise, it's just going to go up and up and up and up and up. Can he then afford it? Can he then be able to afford to keep up with the financial things that can happen? Or are we going to get to another point where we're at a Stan Kroenke and he can't financially keep up and then we start drifting back again? That's my concern about it.
But again, though, it's recognising good players before they become good players. So it's recognising the likes of an Mbappe at 17, 18 years old when he's, playing for Monaco or someone like that, or even before that when he was playing for somebody else. It's recognising players like that and getting them before they become these 120, 130, 140 million pound players. If you deep it, right, we have spent some money, mate, a lot of money. Look at the
Willian. I haven't spent money. That's why I agree with you with the whole scouting.
Yeah, but in terms of like us spending money and spending it wisely, this is what I'm getting at, right? Look at the Willian. We got Willian for free, but we're paying him £13 million a year in wages. How is that? How is that?
And get this, there was the whole. Do you know what? We haven't even got to the Everton game yet. Fuck, we'll get to that. Well, to be honest, there's not really a lot to talk about that. We'll get to that. That'll be a 5-minute thing, and then obviously the preview for VILLARREAL, we'll get into that as well, won't it? But the thing is, hasn't it come out recently that now he wants to move to the MLS this season? So maybe now he's got another 2 years on his contract. They have to pay.
We're still paying £13 million.
I said, look, let's get him on a free. Yeah, cool. Fair enough. We might have to bump 13 million. Yeah. But you go MLS and these teams out there, fam, they'll pay, bruv.
Yeah, no doubt. But that's £13 million that could have been spent elsewhere. You know what I mean? We're talking about how we need somebody to sit next to Thomas Partey. We're talking about how we wanted Basuma. That's £13 million that can be gone towards Basuma.
Look, we don't need to spend big money every year, but we need to spend to get in 7, 8 players in 2 windows, and then we come through like Leicester or how it used to be in the glory years. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, fair enough, if we was to do that, fair. Like I said, on a short-term basis with this guy, and with Henry and all that running it, on a short-term basis, money-wise, we'll be fine. Players will come to us. Don't get twisted. Players will come to us. But it's like I said, after about 4 or 5 years' time, when he's having to realize, shit, I'm going to have to put a bit more money in now. I can't put this just 200 million in now. I have to put 400 million in. For him, that might not be a lot. But that's like, when someone, like a fiver eating at your account every day. At first, you might not think that's a lot, but it adds up. It starts adding up. And in the long term, you're like, fuck. If that fiver was in my account that didn't come out of my account every day, I would at least have this and that much money right now. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
I do get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to see it from a different perspective. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking about Arsenal spending big money on individual players. Have we ever been a club to spend big money? I mean, I think our record transfer fee is £72 million.
Our standards have always been, look, I know what our standards have been. It's never been like, we have to be spending big. I know that's not our motto, but that's the problem is, if we want to keep up, as much as it pains Arsenal fans maybe, and old ex-Arsenal people, if we want to keep up and be taken serious again, we have to, unfortunately, be a team that shows that we might not do it every fucking transfer window, but if we need to, we'll spend this and that much. We will spend like Chelsea and Man City, like if we need to. I'm not saying that we'll do it every window, but maybe every 2-3 windows. You know what I'm saying? Every 2-3 summer windows, I'd say, because I've just realised because there's obviously 2 in a season, isn't it? So every 2-3 summer windows. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, all right, cool. How much you need? You need this much for who? Him? All right, cool. Here's the money. Try and get him. Try and work your way down. See if you can haggle it. But here's the money. Don't. But I'm not paying more than that at least, because for me that's enough. And when I say that, it's like saying you go in for Mbappe. Just I'm not saying we're gonna go there. I'm just using that as an example. How much is Mbappe to get right now?
200 million.
200 million, and he goes, all right, here. They're saying he's worth 200 million. Here's 200 million. Here's the 200 million. Yeah. See if you can get him for a bit less than that, but don't go over that 200 million. If they come out and say, oh, we want 230, 200, don't. You stick to that 200 million. I'm not giving you more, but I'm giving you the money. You know, just to show that, all right, cool, Arsenal are actually serious about this team. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's all good. Yeah. Anyway, we've been talking about this for 40 fucking minutes. Let's move on to that dead Everton game. Bruv, I didn't watch the game in it because obviously I was at the protest, and then the time I got back, I just couldn't be asked, to be honest with you. I was just, for me, it didn't feel like a game I really cared about. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these games, as I know, as much as it not hurts to say, but it's bad to say, I really don't care about any other game for the rest of the season, even the semi-finals, bro, even the final, bro. To be honest with you, now I feel like we shouldn't even get to the final. I feel like that will increase our chances for Stan Kroenke to actually sell more, because then we're out of Europe. Whereas his money's not coming from Europe this season. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but yeah, how was that Everton game? I saw the fucking on goal as well. Oh my god. God, you take this, isn't it?
This is the best way to explain the game. You ready? Yeah, it was one of them. It was one of them, mate. It was crap. And do you know what? It's worrying, really, because we played with the strongest team that we could have possibly played with. Because obviously Aubameyang, Lacazette, and all them lot are out, so we had to play with Nketiah up front. Martinelli still didn't get a chance. You know, it was shocking, mate. It was absolutely shocking. Everton should have probably had a penalty in the first half anyway. I
saw the Pepe. Oh my god! Nah, yeah, do you know what? Well, I know that penalty was soft. Fair enough. I know the penalty was soft. So don't get it twisted. I'm not saying the penalty weren't soft, innit? Regardless if it was a penalty or not. I'm sorry. VAR. And there's no way, bro. There's evidence. There's fucking evidence, bro. VAR is against Arsenal FC. I don't want to hear nothing else, bro. I mean, I'll show you. You might be laughing right now, yeah? People might be laughing. What do you mean? I watch what I show you right now, innit? Yeah? Watch what I show you. You be like, yo, what? So I'm going to quickly full screen myself, yeah? Now look at that, yeah? You can't see it properly. But look, does that not look like the blue line suddenly disappears and reappears? Now hold up. I zoomed in on it. There's your evidence right there. VAR is against us. That is your evidence right there. Because if it was fair, that blue line should have still stayed into picture. Why is this suddenly the red line got bigger and then got smaller again? And the blue line disappears and reappears. Don't tell me VAR ain't against us, bruv. You cannot tell me that. You can't tell me VAR ain't against us, bruv. Last week, Bedouin and Saka and his toe, but his tiny toe. I'm telling you, fam. VAR are against Arsenal. I don't want to hear nothing else, bruv. But apart from that, Leno, you're a pagan, fam. You fucked that game up for us, fam. But if that's what you're saying, the only thing you can really say about it was then
Look,
Does that give you any hope against? We might as well just go straight into the segue and go to Villarreal, the preview.
oh God.
Does that give you any hope with Villarreal after what you saw, by the way? Or do you believe that they purposely didn't really give a shit because now they feel like they're actually putting all their baskets into the Europa?
Well, they're playing a dangerous game, mate, because if that is the case and they put all their eggs into the Europa League basket, there's no guarantee we're going to win that competition. We still got to overcome Villarreal, who are managed by Unai Emery, who, look, Unai Emery is not one of the greatest managers to ever grace the world, but he knows how to win this competition, and I'll give him that. They have a very experienced team as well. They're a decent side, Villarreal. I would not, people are writing them off already. I wouldn't be writing them off at all. And then if we get past them, we've got to play with Roma or Manchester United. And as much as our fancy is against Manchester United, Roma are a tricky, tricky team. And it's not going to be easy. So they're playing a dangerous game because we need to qualify for Europe one way or the other, really. But it's looking like if this Europa League, we don't win this, there's going to be even more uproar than what there was before the Everton game, mate. And it's diabolical. It really is. It's shocking what's going on.
That's what I'm saying. Do you believe that? Do you believe that they're going to put more? That on Thursday when they come out against Villarreal, they're going to play better, or do you believe they're going to play the same? What do you think is going to happen? Like, me personally, I feel like they're going to play better, but Villarreal, especially regardless with or without Pelican Emery, they've always been a tough team, bruv. They've always been a tough team, especially when we played them. They've always been a tough team, bruv.
But the problem is, Cam, is you just don't know what Arsenal's going to turn up. We can sit here right now and say, yeah, we think we're putting all our eggs into one basket. They'll come out and play better against Villarreal. But we fought that against Benfica. They were shit. We was within 20 minutes of going out of that competition against Benfica. Olympiacos in the second leg. We was shitting a brick towards the end, So as much as we can sit here and say, yeah, we're probably putting our eggs into the Europa League basket, you don't know what Arsenal's going to turn up. I don't know what Arsenal's going to turn up.
Look, I want to bring this
absolutely slap them like we did Slavia Prague.
Would you start Matt Ryan? For Villarreal, would you start Matt Ryan? Because MB says, Brandon and Cam, do you think it's time for Matt Ryan to get a start? Leonard's been booky for a while. 100%. I believe you should start Matt Ryan. He looks I'm not saying he's the best, but from what I've seen of him, even from last season, he's solid enough. He looks solid, bruv.
Yeah.
He looks like a solid keeper. Now, I'm not saying he's the best, but he looks like a solid keeper.
He's better than Leno.
Yeah.
He's better than Leno.
Like the way I see it.
Do you know what I mean? Because playing out of the back and that, they're on par. Sometimes a decent enough shot stopper as well. I think they're very much on par with each other, to be honest with you. Ryan hasn't done anything wrong in the games that he's played. So, give him a start. Why not? But Bernd Leno don't deserve to be in the team at the moment. Oh, yeah. That guy is quick as well. Fucking lightning quick. You think that Richarlison was absolutely ruining Granit Xhaka in that Everton game. This guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's even quicker. He's like
Chukwueze. Chukwueze. For me, that looks like Chukwueze.
He's sort of St. Maximan quick. Yeah. You imagine?
You got back in the day quick.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Like me personally, yeah. The way I see it is, do you know what? As much as I would like to see Arsenal actually lift the European trophy, even though it's not the one I actually want them to lift, fair enough, it's still considered a European major trophy. I don't want them to fucking win it this year. I want us to get knocked out, bro. Because the way I see it, yeah, and I know it's bad for me to say, like, The funny thing is, yeah, I say that, but I see us struggling, but struggling getting through. I see us somehow coming out that second leg, and everyone's gonna be like, "How the fuck did we like?" Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how did we get to the final? Everyone's gonna be like, "You are lucky." Something lucky, I reckon, is gonna happen for us, innit? Yeah, where we're gonna get to the final. Winning the final, depends. Depends who we got. Roma, like you said, they're tricky. They're very tricky. United, I feel more confidence against United, but then I feel like I know man hasn't beaten Arteta yet, but knowing our fucking luck, that'll be his first win. So, and I'd rather go out in the semis, to be honest with you, and then lose to the final. Again, that's 3 finals, a few European finals that we fucking lost in a row. But like, nah, I'd rather go out in the semis, fam. Because if we go to the final, as much as, like I said, for the Kroenke situation, as much as I don't want us to win it for the Kroenke situation, of course, it would be nice to actually see my team actually lift the European trophy. So I know I'm kind of contradicting myself, but it's like me being like 60-40, but 60% on I'd rather us lose. So hopefully it just puts more pressure on Kroenke. But then obviously if Kroenke don't sell, then I'm like, fuck it. My hands are up on this one. I'm my bad. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's going to be a tough one, man. Like I said, I reckon we're going to draw the first leg or lose the first leg and then just win the second leg. But just win the second leg.
Don't know. I think it might be the other way around. I think our away form's been better this season. The first legs are.
We're away. Oh, yeah, no, we're away first because of. Oh, yeah, I've just realised. Yeah, we're away first, isn't it? Oh no, so tell a lie. I reckon not. No, let me get. No, I thought we were away second, so I don't know why. I know. So I reckon our first game will be better, but the second game, yeah, we're gonna be very, very, very lucky. Like I said, I feel like we're gonna get through, innit? As much as I don't want us for the Kroenke situation to get through, I feel like we will get through to the final, innit? But just on a very lucky term. So I think Thursday we will probably win. Maybe 2-0, 2-1. What's your prediction? We'll get predictions in the chat as well. What's your prediction for Thursday then? Just for the first leg.
Do you know what? A lot of it depends on whether Lacazette or Aubameyang's fit. Because if we were playing with Eddie and Nketiah up front, we've got no hope of scoring any goals, really, unless Saka or somebody else steps up. I can see it being a very tight game. I'm hoping that we can go there and score a couple of goals and make it comfortable for ourselves. But if we don't score away at Villarreal, I think we're out. I genuinely do.
Yeah, I could probably agree with that. I could agree with that. Yeah, I could agree with that, to be honest. Who are we playing on the weekend?
We got the weekend.
Newcastle away.
Yeah.
Newcastle away. Now, I heard, yeah, there's like I said, because obviously we've been speaking about it at the start and about the protests every week. Obviously, I did hear there is one on Sunday at 12:30 at the Emirates, and then there's one on Thursday after, before the Villarreal game, second leg. So I will be doing the watch along for the first leg. I know I'm busy this weekend, but I will try and get my Sunday off. So if I do get Sunday off, I will be going to that protest 100%. Like, I'm pretty much looking to go anyway, but there's just something that's just recently come up today in it that might have just halted my plans for that. But hopefully I'll be there Sunday. So obviously Sunday, by the way, obviously it might not be as big, but just please, we need us Arsenal fans especially. We need this. We need this change out of everyone, mainly, but especially. Look, it's been 15 years since you can even consider us as a top fucking title challenging, not even winning, title challenging team, bro. We need this now, because I feel like if we don't do this now, we're stuck. We're gonna be fucked. That's it. We're done, and he won't get rid of us until we're to the point where we're literally getting relegated.
Yeah. Make sure you're there, people. That's all you can do. Is just make sure you're there, turn up. I couldn't come to the last one. I wish I was there. But I am going to make it to one or the other. Either Sunday or Thursday.
I know you saw the video as well.
I know you were hanging outside of the Emirates like a hobo, mate. I reckon you was there overnight, weren't you? You know, people passing by getting you change and stuff.
I'm not homeless. I'm here for the protest. Take your £3 back. It's okay.
No,
I'm saying no. You should, but I'm not even talking about me, bro. I'm gonna say it on stream, innit? He don't deserve. His name don't deserve to be on Sarcasm City. But
I think I know what you're talking about anyway.
You know what I'm talking about, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it offline.
Yeah, we'll talk about offline, innit? But yeah, bro, I can't believe I missed him, innit? I was like, swear down he was there, and I missed him. But yeah, no, it was. Do you know what? The protest was good though, man. It was. I mean, there was the only negative that came out of it was, and it literally happened as I turned. Otherwise, I would have saw it happen myself. My guy saw the whole thing, but because, bro, I've been picturing the last like 3 days, but like he can't get it out of his head the way he just landed. Yeah, because we was there at the bottom where that fan fell off, the skybox office roof thing. Like we were just at the side bit, and I had turned around to go get something out of my bag. And as I turned around to get something out of my bag, you can't see me because it's literally when I've gone in under the tunnel bit, because obviously I'm going to the box office bit to put my bag on, to lean on, innit? Yeah. As I've turned around, all I heard was on the floor, and I went, "Whoa, what the fuck was that?" And next thing you know, you see the guy on the floor like that. Like I was like, "Oh." So I do wish him a very speedy recovery. Luckily, he did. I think he broke his leg as well. There was ports. But bruv, I'm telling you right now, he landed knock on his head, bruv. Like, if you saw his face, bruh, just mash up. Like, his blood, egg, bruv. So, hopefully he's okay now, man. Hopefully nothing too serious comes out of it long term. You can get the best recovery for it. So, big up yourself. Obviously, you probably never see this, but you never know. You never know. So,
yeah.
But, yeah, man, like, obviously, we're all in this together, innit? Like Glazers, FSG, and Cronky, innit? We're all really into this together. Like, big up yourselves as well. If you was there or at the Glazers one as well. I saw that one. That looked like a decent turnout as well, man. And obviously, Sarcasm City were there as well, like Flawless and JV and them man were there tops.
Hey, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. What about Tottenham's one, mate? I mean, that reminded me of something.
Oh my God, before we end the stream, let's end the stream on a positive, actually, yeah? Now you brought Tottenham up. Let's end the stream like this. We're going to end the Gunners Talk stream talking about Spurs bottling another final. You had one job, Spurs. One job. And you couldn't do it. See, you're not Arsenal. You can't beat. See, Arsenal, we're just undeniably the best at Wembley. I don't know what it is about us with our luck at Wembley, innit? See, but we just got the best luck at Wembley, bro. So hopefully that.
Do you want another fun fact as well? There's only one manager who has ever beaten Pep Guardiola in the final. Do you know his name?
One manager.
Jose Mourinho.
Mourinho.
They
Real Madrid.
sacked him just before the final.
Bruv, I didn't see any of the Tottenham reactions, you know, but yo, I was like, seriously, Tottenham. Like, do you know what? I know they had it against them because how good Man City are in it. So big up to Man City, fam. Like, the only positive I can say about Tottenham, yeah, was that Lloris actually had a good game for them. Lloris and Dyer. Believe it or not, Dyer had a good game for them. That's the only positive you can say for Tottenham. Like, and the fact they didn't get bare goal, like how City didn't get sorted, bro. City in that first half, especially, bro. How they didn't get more than, but how they didn't go in at half time, like 5-0 up, bro. It's beyond me, bro. What does this mean for Harry Kane and Son now?
They've got to leave, haven't they? They've got to leave.
Remember the reports? Remember, you know, the reports that came out that Harry Kane wants to win a trophy with Spurs and finish top 4. Now that looks like it's not happening this season.
Yeah, no, they ain't getting top 4.
Son,
No way.
bruv, Son's gonna leave. Son's not gonna want to stay. He'd probably end up going Man City now. You see how Gundogan and Phil Foden were covering him. I know they were saying, "Yo, Pep wants you. Don't worry, man. Some of you're sorted, but you'll be winning trophies next season. No, we got you. It's okay. It's okay." But from camera, we'll look like, "Yeah, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. It's okay." But yeah, don't worry. You just know Pep's got you in it.
Hey, you know, a few years ago when Son had to do the what's it called? He had to do something so that he didn't have to go off and fight for his country or whatever it was. I can't remember what it was. He had to win something with South Korea, didn't he, to make sure that he didn't have to go off.
Oh yeah. No. He had to. That was it. His team had to win a certain competition, or was it something like that? He had to. Yeah, it's like his team had to win. That his South Korean team had to win the competition, or something like that. So he didn't have to do the duty service or something.
Yeah, exactly. Military service. Yeah. He'd have been better off. He probably would have had more chance of winning the war. You know what I mean? Than winning something with Tottenham. It's unbelievable.
He would have come back 2 years later and said, "Well, not a lot has changed." Fuck. Like that. That's what I'm saying. No, but like, did you watch the final?
No, I wasn't interested, mate. I knew City was going to win because it's Tottenham. You know, We're talking about Arsenal bottling things. Jesus Christ, they've bottled things ever since the '60s. You know what I mean?
Trust me. That's the thing. Like, I watched the game, innit, and I was just like, when it hit half time, I was like, how is this team going in at half time and not conceded a goal yet? Like, I was just like, that's what I was thinking. Yo, this could be Tottenham's day, you know. I reckon it's gonna be one of them FIFA days. You know, when you're playing FIFA against someone, yeah, and you're having, you look at the stats at the end, yeah, you're having bare shots, bare goal, but nothing's going in, and then they get that lucky breakaway, and it always happens right at the 89th minute, and they go up the other end with their first or second shot of the whole fucking game and score.
That only ever happens.
That's what I thought was going to happen. I was thinking, yo, are we literally going to see a FIFA bullshit happen right now? Like,
but that, like I said, that only ever happens against Arsenal, mate. You know. I know it's a bit off topic as well, but I'll tell you what I did watch. UFC, mate. Kamaru Usman is an absolute bad man. He's a bad man.
Do you know what's so funny? Did you see? This is why I love Conor McGregor, fam. This is why he'll be one of my favorite UFC fighters for all the time. Like, I don't care, yeah, the fact that he got knocked out. So my man, what's his name? Pryor, isn't it? Yeah. Like the only one I feel like he deserved to lose was the Khabib fight, yeah, because of when he bought the you know, the religion and the wife bit out, that's when I thought, yeah, nah. I support you as a UFC fighter, but for that, you deserve to take an L. Like, that's taking it too far now. Like, you've taken it too far. So for that, if anything, I was happy that he lost that fight. No word of a lie, I was happy in it. Like, bro, you had to take that L on the chin, fam, because you got personal with it. Like, whatever he done, yeah, he probably didn't go and say something about your missus or your family or your. He didn't say anything about your religion. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say anything about being Catholic or anything. You know what I'm saying? So, but apart from that, I don't want to get into that. He's always been my favorite because of his. It's just his aura, fam. It's just like, you do nothing. You fucking do nothing. He don't care, bro. So he tweeted, yeah, him. Funny enough, he tweeted the fight that he actually lost against Pride, a recent fight, but him with his punches before he got fucked up with his leg, innit? Saying, Usman's taking my style. Looks like I might have to move up to 170 or something like that. Yeah. I was like, Connor, you don't want that one. Bro, as much as I would love to see that fight, you're fucking getting knocked, bruv. Fam. Don't. Because look, let's be real. He's still the money fight, whether you like it or not. He's still the money fight, whether you like it.
But he knows
that fight and loses. He loses that tag title of money. He's the money fight. He instantly loses that, and the money fight will become Usman. That's the only one, or like, it's the only big one that's going to take it away from him. It's going to be either Usman or even Masvidal, but maybe not even Masvidal now because of what Usman just done.
I can't see it happening anyway, mate, because I just feel like Connor. I feel like Connor is a very good shit talker. You know, he knows how to get people.
That's why I love David Hayes, bro, because he was a very good shit talker. I love people who could. It's like me, innit? I could talk hella shit, fam. I'll make you get emotional on stage, bro. Like, because you're showing me but I love the reaction of you getting emotional because I'm just talking bad shit that I don't even know is true or not, bro.
Yeah. Just quickly as well, just lastly before we end the thing, I know it's completely off topic.
Oh yeah, by the way, before you say anything, I'm sorry I didn't open up the lines tonight. I totally forgot, yeah. But I will definitely do that next week, and next week I'll 100% open up the lines in it, no matter what, and I'll open them up from like the first 10 minutes. So I'll get a few people on that, and we can, if you're on it as well, we can just do a big show, like whatever, and have a few people on with us. But yeah, man, sorry, go on.
It's looking like the fight is going to be signed. So for you, Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua?
Do you know what? The thing that pisses me off is a two-fighter. So the first fight doesn't really matter now, does it? Because it doesn't matter who loses. They get a rematch fight. It's going to be more on that second fight. So, I believe Fury's got it. I believe Fury's got, because he's technically a better boxer. But he's going to give it more of a work than what AJ saw. He's going to give him more work than what Deontay Wilder gave him. Because I'm not being funny, the first Deontay Wilder fight, look, Fury was had just come back from a 2-3 year ban and was still on his path of losing weight. So he was still half of what he is now. So for you not to be able to even beat him like that, then, bruv, I'm sorry. That the second fight proved it, innit? The second fight proved why I won, innit? I believe AJ will give him more than what Wilder gave him in the second fight. That it'll be a lot more tougher. But yeah, man, who do you think? I'm going, but overall, I feel like Fury's got it.
Yeah, man, Fury all day long. I like AJ, I do, but
That's
Fury-
the thing. I'm an AJ
Fury-
fan as well. As much as I hate to say it, I'm more of an AJ fan, but
Are you
I
really?
hate to
See,
see Fury pull it, bro.
I love Fury, mate. He's like the Conor McGregor of boxing. He can talk shit. He can fight. He can box. He can do it. He can do it all, mate. He really can. And the way he moves as well, for a 6'9" guy, you bastard. You know.
True, yeah. But yeah, man. Well, we'll end it there anyway. We just ended it on a non-football term, but who cares? Anyway, fuck you, Tottenham. You lost another final bottle job FC. You might as well put that on your stadium. Bottle job FC, bruv. Anyway, big up yourselves who's tuned in. Big up everyone who's liked and subscribed, and make sure you join that membership if you haven't already. Big up yourself, Brandon. And obviously I'll be back on Thursday for the first leg for the watch along against Villarreal. I'll let you know in during that leg if I can do the watch along for Newcastle or not. But yeah, here's till next week. Fuck Stan Kroenke. Let's hope you fucking leave, you absolute pine cone jellyfish bitch.